from one of our regular replay submitters. It is going to be from Dark Minions. Let's dive into game number 3 immediately. Absolutely no downtime. And spawning down here in the bottom left-hand side, representing VFam with the Pepe list, it is Dark Minions. And his opponent up in the top right-hand side, representing Zia, it is Tinky Winky. Tinky Winky was my favorite Teletubby. That's right, I remember their names. I'm pretty sure Tinky Winky was... Which color was Tinky Winky? Shout out in chat which color you think Tinky Winky was. Don't Google it, don't be an idiot. Ah, it's that one, okay. I was wrong. I was thinking it was the blue one. Is there even a blue one? I don't even know. Anyway, Teletubbies was a great TV show. If you don't know what Teletubbies is, you need to YouTube that shit right now. That shit would hypnotize you. Like, it was the best. It's great quality television. It was the purple one. B Muffin, I'm Spooky, and Neon Blue. They all knew. You guys actually knew the Teletubby colors. I'm impressed. I bet you all just Googled it really quickly. But anyway, it looks like What? Oh, he's avoiding the Overlord. Oh, is he gonna see it? Is he gonna see it? Is he gonna see it? No. Avoids the Overlord. Dark Minions has drone to 18 supply. He has done a double extractor trick on his natural and a double extractor trick in the main, specifically to get out as many drones as possible. And now he is attacking. And he's up against a 3-hatch before pull. Tinky Winky, no! Tinky Winky, this is the one way you could be down in workers against this all-in. Actually, no, okay, Tinky Winky's up to 19 drones. Tinky Winky has a 1-drone advantage, but will he be able to beat the Dark Minions micro? Dark Minions is in his face. Dark Minions engages on top of those drones, already surrounds 3-4 of them going down. Dark Minions, what are you doing? I can't believe it, this is working so well. Tinky Winky really needs to cancel a hatchery or something and build some more drones, I guess? There's just too many drones for Dark Minions after that early surround. Oh, gonna try and focus down the spawning pool. Tinky Winky's trying to buy time here, but uh-oh. Dark Minions keeping those drones together, making sure they don't get isolated. That spawning pool's getting dangerously low. Tinky Winky, though, is continuing to mine. Remember, Tinky Winky might be able to drag this out, but... Oh, the spawning pool doesn't get cancelled. That's wasted 175 minerals there. 150 minerals, sorry. These drones getting the engaged. Tinky Winky! Tinky Winky's panicking! Oh no, Tinky Winky! Oh, this is Teletubby slaughter right here. Dark Minions with the 18 drone rush. And that's why we love Dark Minions. Because he always submits the silliest replays. That is fantastic. Thank you very much for that submission, Dark Minions. I'm pretty sure that's master level as well, right? It's like diamond or master. That's not like a bronze level replay, guys. So people are like, oh, that's just bronze. No, that's at least diamond. I'm pretty sure. That was a sick game 3. That's exactly the sort of ridiculous shit we want to see when we have a knife fight in a phone booth ICYFAR challenge. Alright guys, we are going to be going to game number 4. Spawning down here in the bottom left-hand side, our red Protoss player, representing Kaczynski, it is... Or potentially I. Or we can just call him Barcode. We're going to call him Kaczynski, because he's got the Kaczynski logo. So we're going to say Kaczynski Protoss, and his opponent up here in the top right-hand side of the map, representing Clan Ashes. Rise from the glory. Rise from the ashes. It is Steven. I'm pretty sure we've done a Steven replay before as well. I think Steven... Was it Steven who went mass carriers in the PvP? I can't quite remember. So this guy says, good luck, have fun, race. He says, I'm the cleanest race. And Kaczynski says, fuck you. Because apparently you need to tell your opponent the race that you play if you play random. Otherwise, you're a piece of shit. This is an idea which was developed by people who couldn't accept the fact that random players have to play 3 times as many matchups and get upset if they have to probe scout. Which I always thought was a pretty silly thing to do because you're playing someone who has to play 3 times as many matchups as you, man. And you might be like, no, it's not 3 times as many because ZVT and TVZ is 1 matchup. It's like, well, actually, no, playing it from the other side is a completely different matchup. So playing random is actually really hard. If you guys play random and someone ever demands you tell them your race, just Who cares? There will be people that tell you you have to do that. There will be people out there who stream and always tell their race. Screw that, man. Like, if they want to do that, that's fine. But there is absolutely no assumption that you need to tell your opponent your race. I always thought that's one of the silliest things in the StarCraft community. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's a bit of chance, but that's the bonus you get is that slight advantage of having your race hidden for the first minute of the game. That's your advantage for having to play a lot more matchups, and that's fine. Looks like Barcode here is going to be really going with a crazy block with this Cybercore. Meanwhile, at home, has gone a Gate Core Nexus and is looking to take a third Nexus? What is going on right now? Steven spotted this and is like, no? I'm going to zap you out of here, man. So what do we have? We have a Zealot walking across the map here for Steven. Let's bring up that production tab. Sorry, I didn't have that on before, guys. Mothership Core is on the way for Steven as well. Meanwhile, second gateway is only just about to start here for our Barcode player. Barcode player really investing a lot in this, where I don't think Steven really cares. He's just like, yeah, I'm just going to put down a Robo at the wall. Just gonna continue playing. Barcode has so many probes out of the map running around as well. I feel like our Barcode player is freaking out a little bit, doing a few too many things at once. Steven's just sticking to his basics. Constant probe production. Accidentally rallying probes across the map because he rallied his Mothership Core across the map. That's a little bit of a mistake. And what? What are you doing, Steven? That's amazing. Oh my god, he brings his Zealot. He doesn't even attack with the Zealot. He just like walks over. He's like, I'm just going to defend my natural. Yeah, my natural happens to be at your third. That's cool. This is how I roll. Barcode has no idea what's going on. He's like, I'm denying your expansion. Steven's like, no, you aren't. So it looks like it's actually on purpose that he's rallying probes over here. Anyway, he's rallying probes. He's making pylons out front the natural here of the Barcode player. Zealot's coming in now with this as well. What am I watching right now? These pylons are pretty far back, so they can't reach the Nexus, but they can definitely blast down the enemy pylon. Steven gets the first overcharge. Is going to be able to take out that pylon. Does lose the Zealot, unfortunately, but wins that pylon engagement there. And he's going to start pyloning forward. He's only got one overcharge left. This is the most ridiculous rush I've seen in a while. There is a Warp Prism on the way behind this. Steven making some weirdness happen right now. Going to be running into that main base, trying to get a pylon in there as well. But these pylons aren't even in like range of doing damage. They're more like distraction pylons. Like these pylons don't even do anything. But Barcode is panicking. He's shitting his pants right now. He's like, kill the pylons! Steven's just like winning through distraction, I think, right now. He's still up 2 workers. He's got his natural up. I guess they both have their naturals up right now. But Steven here is just like threatening with this. He's going to drop the overcharge, I think. Oh, the Barcode trying to bait it out there. Mothership Core just chilling for the moment. I think he's going to drop that on the front. Oh, watch out, Stalkers and Mothership Core. Yep, they're backing away. Just the fear of these pylons is enough to really make him panic. And Steven here, does he drop it? Oh, he drops it at the last second. That pylon's actually really low, but Barcode does pull back us off for now. We've got more probes coming across the map. We've got a couple Stalkers starting to warp in on the front side as well. I think Warp Prism is here. We've got that Mothership Core rotating around the left-hand side. Oh, there's a pylon behind the mineral line as well. Manages to deny the mining there. Almost kills the Stalker. The pylon in the main is being a troll as well. This is the mass pylon rush of death. And this is really screwing with him right now. Manages to get another probe there as well. Probes being pulled to clear out the pylons at the front. More and more pylons going down. There isn't even going to be energy to use them for the longest time. But right now, Steven is actually up at 30 probes. He's just occupying him with pylons while saturating his natural. But he's going to need to warp in units, because right now it is 5 Stalkers in the Adept versus just the 3 Adepts here in this Warp Prism. So Steven needs to continue to buy time with this Warp Prism. Right now, Barcode still thinks it's a 1 base, thinks there is no natural. So Barcode is just focusing on defending. Just saying, if I can defend 2 bases, then I'll be ahead. But little does he know that Steven's actually the one that's ahead in economy right now. Warp Gate research was forgotten as well. It's only just starting now here. Uh-oh. The Warp Prism flies in. The probes run away without the Adepts even dropping out. There we go. The Adepts do drop out now. But just going to pick those up and fly on out of there after disrupting that mining. Going to drop in the natural as well. I think Barcode is just freaking out right now. This Immortal is going to clear that core block in almost no time. Ooh, nice overcharge there from Barcode. Does pick up one of the Adepts. And it looks like the other Adepts are going to get picked up at the last minute. But oh no! Stayed in that pylon range. He thought he was out of range. Just barely was still in it. More and more gateways are going down here for Steven, though. He's going to be going up to 5 gateways with this Immortal production. Losing the Warp Prism is a real pain in the butt, but this pylon here will be a fast warp-in pylon. It all just depends on Barcode not scouting it. If Barcode scouts it, there is only a single overcharge to defend this base. But Barcode is now moving across the map with no idea what he's up against. The Immortal here clears out the third base, clears out the natural. Adepts here as well. More and more Immortals on the way. A Stargate coming in. Oh no! Saddest Stalker in the world. Trapped in between the pylons and the gateway. Bit of a clunky building placement there for our Barcode Protoss. Still no idea about this base. Oh man, this is just ridiculous. Steven has made some awesome shit happen this game. I think it was about 12 pylons that died. I mean, if you look at like the forces that have died or something, can you look at structures lost? Because I know there's like units killed. I don't think there's a building killed panel. Anyway, it was a lot of pylons. We've got, what have we got? A few Adepts, 2 Immortals coming across, a 3rd Immortal's out, a Twilight going down behind this, another Warp Prism is on the way. Uh-oh, Barcode scouts it. He scouts this fully mining base down here. He goes, what the fuck? What is going on right now? Steven's like, mine. Uh-oh, gonna need to use the overcharge here to help hang on, I think. There we go, overcharge is gonna buy time. We've got Immortals coming in from the left, up against his unupgraded Stalkers. Uh-oh, oh no, they don't see the Immortals. These Immortals are gonna Shrek him. Uh-oh, Steven's Immortals come in. 1 Stalker goes down, 2 Stalkers, the Adept goes down. Oh man, Steven can just A-move his way through this, wrecking these Stalkers. Oh, our Barcode Protoss player here gets absolutely destroyed by the hidden expansion at his third. His Oracle flies in, sees a Stalker warping and flies out. Steven is solid right now. He has so many Adepts joining up with this. He has so much meat in front of these Immortals. There is almost no way for the Barcode player to defend here. Kaczynski getting overwhelmed, getting wrecked. And it looks like Steven here just going to shade on into that main base. Say, yeah, how are you going to defend this, buddy? There is a Void Ray out. If you can focus down the Stalkers, that Void Ray might be able to buy time, but ooh, goodbye Probe Line. Meanwhile, those Immortals just shrekking the front line dump here. There just isn't enough damage output for Kaczynski. He's going to be able to focus down one of those Immortals. This Void Ray does come in as well. Starts focusing down those Immortals, but behind this, 20 workers have gone down. This Immortal here actually focused down the Nexus. The natural Nexus is gone. Stalker Warpins do come in. The Void Ray is doing a pretty splendid job of clearing those up right now. But there are almost no mining left for Kaczynski. Kaczynski's overwhelmed right now. Steven with the pylon rush into a big old classic assault, as is doing well. Overcharge is going to tear apart these units. Barcode with the desperate counterattack, but Steven holds. Adept's overwhelming. This Oracle wants to kill all those workers, but is out of energy right now. And the income tells the story. Almost 4-5 times the income here for Steven right now. Stalkers are going to come forward. Oh, with the overcharge, those Void Rays are just going to disappear. And that is the last forces of Kaczynski. Nice overcharges. Looks like, okay, the pylon does go down. Mothership Core is going to go down as well, but Steven's going to need a few more Stalkers. It's actually very low on gas right now. And he's actually getting overwhelmed by this Void Ray right now. Oh no, those Stalkers aren't going to beat that Void Ray. He needs another overcharge, but he doesn't have the energy. He's really low on gas right now. Uh-oh. Okay, those Zealots are just going to have to counterattack the middle line, but the Oracle turns on its laser beam. Holy shit, this Void Ray. Okay, the overcharge goes down, gets enough energy, shoots down the Void Ray. Looks like he's going to get the Oracle as well. Oh, just barely gets out of there. But these Zealots tearing up the probe line. The Warp Prisms warping in more Zealots in the main base. More Stalkers come in. Fuck you so much, says our Barcode player. He is not happy about this one. Just a little bit of salt on top of your pylon dinner here. Steven licking his lips. Licking his luscious lips. He says, AFK, fuck this shit. So he's literally just gonna walk away from his computer to waste Steven's time. Steven says, I'm sorry for this pig. Knowing that this one's gonna get in the daily. Your build makes no goddamn sense, says Kaczynski. It's a YouTube challenge, so it's not a real build. Yeah, whatever. It's not meant to make sense. If I scouted my third, you instant lose. Yep. I knew you were hiding something, but fuck, this is dumb. I thought you were on one base. Well, it worked, says Steven. And indeed, that is exactly what it did. The 26 pylon distraction, like, there are certain builds which work specifically because they work specifically because your opponent just panics and like their brain malfunctions. And like it's one of those things where like I feel like you need to have like a rule. Like it's like what Day 9 says, right? When your opponent's doing shit that doesn't make sense, just go kill them. Or for me, what my rule normally would be is if your opponent's doing shit that doesn't make sense, just stop thinking about what they're doing. Stop trying to understand. Just try to scout a bit more than you usually would, but most importantly, just build probes, build units. There was like this whole period where you could see he was like, "Ugh," and he was just like, oh, there's pylons, there's pylons. He was like freaking out and panicking. He was like moving in and out of pylon range rather than just building workers and just killing them. He was like so afraid of every overcharge. He was really panicking. So he just needed to calm down a bit there, and I reckon he would have been able to hold on. Okay, thanks for the reminder, Eon Blue. So Steven is Swarmlord from Twitch chat. This is the guy who last time he played the challenge, he went in and he actually literally did every single previous challenge in one single game. So he was playing Blood Sacrifice, he was playing No Secrets, he was telling his opponent the tech he went for, he was only dropping army, like he was literally doing like 10 different ICYFAR challenges all in one game, and it was the most ridiculous thing we'd ever seen. It took me a while to even figure out what he was actually doing. So shout out to Steven/Swarmlord for always sending in some baller replays, being a big ICYFAR fan. Big thanks for that, man. Sick game.